This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flow's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today evening news update for Wednesday, May 11th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. Our top story, no more pay restraint. That's the warning issued today by President of the island's largest trade union to the Frendel Stewart administration. It comes in response to a move by government to have the salaries of cabinet members and other senior government officials restored to 2013 levels by way of a 10% pay hike. A resolution to this effect was tabled by Finance Minister Chris Sinclair in Parliament on April 15. President of the National Union of Public Workers, Akani McDowell, called the move ridiculous, and he tells Barbados Today that if government can afford to pay itself, it must be able to do the same for all other public servants.
That is the most ridiculous thing that I have ever heard in my life. How could you take care of yourself before you take care of the people who serve you? Who you are serving, sorry. It is ridiculous. We have said over and over that we wanted a salary increase for workers in the public service. You have said to us that you do not have any money, that you are unable to give a salary increase because you do not have any money. But yet, you can find money to pay yourself. Now, what this has done for me, though, Kiamar, is that it has given me even more motivation to go after a salary increase for those public servants. I can definitely assure you now that my number one priority is to make sure that the public servants of Barbados are given a salary increase in the soonest possible time. That is my number one priority, number two priority, and number three priority.
Environment Minister Denis Lowe says the Ministries of Finance and Environment have been working on a revision of what he calls a polluter pay principle fee as part of efforts to address the concerns over the disposal of garbage. In recent weeks, several waste haulers have been taken to task for illegal dumping of waste. Lowe told reporters today that waste haulers are not the only ones responsible for illegal dumping, and the cost of disposal must be spread across the board.
What that means is that everyone who creates garbage should be made to pay for its disposal and management. It's the fairest way to approach it. And what that will do is remove the exclusive burden of indemnity fee from waste haulers to ensuring that everyone who creates garbage pays. Garbage management is a multi-billion-dollar sector. And the truth of the matter is that it is now catching up on us.
Independent Senator Sir Henry Fraser has knocked the government for what he says is inefficient management of some road projects. Addressing the upper house today, Sir Henry questioned why the Frendel Stewart administration is now seeking permission to acquire land earmarked for the Warren's Traffic Safety and Improvement Project.
Why exactly is it that this project has been going for almost a decade and we are only now dealing with these land acquisitions along the side? I must say that the very much longer highways, the ABC highway all around Bridgetown from the airport and so on, dealt in a somewhat more expeditious manner with the actual acquisition, I believe, certainly with the progress of the road. But here's a road that's been under construction for almost a decade, and we're only now, after many, many years of inconvenience and strange happenings along that highway, dealing with acquisition. So it does seem, Madam President, as the presenter of this resolution indicated, there are some inefficiencies here. There are some problems in our management of projects that seem to take extraordinarily long and hugely inconvenience people.
In sports, tributes are pouring in for the late veteran international sports broadcaster Tony Cozier, who passed away this morning. Cozier was known as the voice of West Indies cricket, covered the game for over 50 years. The West Indies Cricket Board saluted him for his work in the field, saying he made a lasting contribution to the game and ensured that West Indies cricket fans all around the world received information and knowledge about their beloved team and favourite players. The board added that he was a great ambassador who represented West Indies wherever he went. He educated people around the world about our cricket, our people, and our culture, and who we are. Cozier was a member of the Wanderers Cricket Club, where he played alongside Test players Geoffrey Greenidge and Richard Edwards, as well as the late former WICB President Peter Short. And the local cricket fraternity has also been paying tribute to the late Cozier.
The last memory was when we made a speech at the BCA Cricket Awards, which was very knowledgeable, both for me and for everyone. Thank you.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
In news from the region, Dominica says it is pleased with the outcome of recent talks with regional carrier Liat. A statement issued by the Tourism Minister Robert Tong today said last Thursday's meeting gave government a chance to state clearly to the airline's management Dominica's position on the situation regarding its service to the country. He said it was also an opportunity to hear from Liat the current challenges facing the carrier. Last month, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit wrote a strongly worded letter to the then CEO David Evans expressing his disappointment in the company's services to the island. Skerrit also queried why Dominica was not served with a southbound flight. Tong said Liat will introduce a new schedule from June 1st. It will include the reintroduction of a direct flight to Puerto Rico 4 days a week and additional flights from Barbados and Antigua, allowing for same-day connections. On the international scene, Nigeria's President Buhari has agreed with the UK Prime Minister David Cameron's assertion that his country is fantastically corrupt. Cameron was caught on camera earlier this week saying that Nigeria and Afghanistan were possibly two of the most corrupt countries. He was referring to this week's anti-corruption summit in London.
He is telling the truth. He was talking about what he knew. And if you look what the efforts this government, I mean the government I'm heading, has been trying to do, we campaign on three things: security, economy, employment mostly, and then fighting corruption. And what was being uncovered since we came in proved that he was right.
So what have you uncovered?
Pardon?
What have you uncovered in terms of corruption in the country?
What have we uncovered?
What is the scale of corruption in Nigeria?
It's enormous, and I decided to comprehensively address Nigerians on the 29th of May. And this one I will reveal some of the details. But other details we have to wait for proper documentation that will lead us, hopefully, to successful prosecution.
And that's the news this evening. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you could tune in to Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Mary Claire Williams. Have a good evening.